Hi everyone. In this video I'm going to show you how to use the subtotal command in your worksheet. When you use the subtotal command, Excel will automatically insert summary rows for the data that you have arranged in related groups. Excuse me. For example, if I had a worksheet with, let's say, all of my students from every class that I'm teaching, and I wanted to group them by class and then see how many students were in each class, I could easily use the subtotal command to help me accomplish this task. I could just insert summary rows myself, but what if I had 500 students? That would be an awful lot, but thank goodness this is just an example. It would be very time consuming for me to figure out like where I should put each summary row. I'd have to insert rows and then create the summary information. So this is one more example of using the features of Excel to really help you work more efficiently in the program. That's why learning the ins and outs of Excel, even if you've used it for a while, knowing some of these features can really help you just get to your goal of organizing your spreadsheet that much faster. So a very important key to the subtotal command working properly is that you must sort the rows by the main field or the column to be totaled or counted or averaged or whatever you're going to be doing with it. And this definitely has to be done first, and then you use the subtotal command. So when you're summarizing your data, you can use functions such as sum, average, max, min, count. It's up to you, whatever makes sense for the data that you're working with. Sorry. Another note for working with subtotals, the subtotal command is available for a normal range of cells. It won't work with a range of data that's formatted as an Excel table, and we would definitely also, you can see in this table here, I have some filters applied. We would want to take out those filters as well. In some of the earlier exercises, we had converted our data in a table to an Excel table, and an Excel table has its own total and sorting command, so the subtotal command wouldn't be available in this situation. So you would need to first convert the table back to a normal cell range before you display the subtotals in your worksheet. Okay, so let's see how the subtotal command, how we're going to use it. In my worksheet here, I have a table with data for my sales team. And I think I'll go ahead and make a copy of this information so I can work with the subtotals on a separate sheet. So I'm going to right-click the Sales Quota Data Sheet tab, click Move or Copy. I'll choose Create a Copy, and I think I'll move it to the end. And then I'll click OK. And I'll go ahead and rename this sheet Subtotals. So I can just double-click here and just type Subtotals. Make sure I spell it right. There we go. Okay. I also want to make sure, like I mentioned, that we don't have any filters applied to our worksheet. So I can see I definitely do have a filter here. I can even tell right here next to the location column, and I can see I'm filtering on this column. So I'll go ahead and click the clear button, and that will remove all the filters, and then I'll click the filter button to take off all the auto filter buttons on my columns. Okay, so now we're ready to show subtotals in our list. And in this example, I would like to find the average of both the sales goals and the sales attainment. And this column is what each person actually sold. And I want to find those averages by each level or title of our salespeople. So I want to know the average for the sales managers, I want to know the average for the sales representatives and the sales trainees. So remember I said that a table must be sorted by the main field or column before applying the subtotals. So which column do you think I should do my sort on? Do you think I should sort on title, maybe sales goals or sales attainment? So let's think about this. If I want to see the average of these, but I want to narrow it down by each group of salespeople, I would definitely want to sort on my title. So that way, when each title changes, that lets Excel know that that's where I want my subtotal information to go. So first I'm going to click in any cell in my title column, and then let's click on the Sort A to Z button, and that's on where I'm on the Data tab. Okay, so now you can see my entire list is sorted by the titles of my sales team. So I have my sales managers grouped together, my sales representatives grouped together, and then if we scroll down, we can see the sales trainees are grouped together. Okay, so now that I've done that, I can go ahead and click on my subtotal button over here. It's in the outline group. Again, we're still on the Data tab, so let's click on Subtotal. So here in the first box it says at each change in, and if you click on the down arrow you'll see that I have all of my column headings. Now in this example, as we just saw, we're sorting on our sales, the title, so that's what I want to have. Every time it changes I want to show a subtotal. Okay, and then on the use function, I'll go ahead and click this arrow. And in this example, I want to use average, but you can see you have many other choices here as well. But I'm going to average the sales goals and the sales attainment. Okay, so I've done that, and now it says, what do I want to add the subtotal to? And I will click besides the sales goal, and sales attainment is already selected, and those are the two items that I want to subtotal. I'm summarizing the information that I want to find the averages for the sales goal and the sales attainment. So you can do your, you can create subtotals for more than one item in your list. Okay, so I think we have everything all set, so let's go ahead and click on OK and take a look at our results. So here you can see that, again, since I did my sort and I have my sales manager group here, and then it says sales manager average, and Excel put in this verbiage here for me. I didn't have to put this in. And then you can see the sales goal is averaged out to 1.5 million, which obviously everybody's sales goal on the manager level is that. And then our average sales was 1.3. Let's look down here for the sales representatives. We have our average sales goal was 4.375, and then you can see that their average attainment was 2.9. And then again in the trainees, I have my average of 475,000, and then the average sales goal attainment was 369. And then it gives us a grand average. So it took all of the information and gave us an average here and an average here. So you can see using the subtotal command is not hard. I think what happens, the key really is preparing the data before you create the subtotal. So again, just thinking about how do I want to sort my information, you know, I want to make sure that I sort it correctly and then apply the subtotal. I just want to show you just two other quick examples. I'll click on Remove All because I want to take those off. What if I hadn't sorted on the title? What if I had just sorted on, was sorted on name? And obviously, since I don't have these broken up in first name, last name, it just sorts by the first letter of each person's name. If I did it this way and excuse me, went back to subtotals, and I still had, at every time the title changes, I want you to average. So I'm still using the same information that we did last time, but I did not sort my information. I'm going to click on OK and let's see what happens. Okay, so here you can see it's definitely not looking like I want it to, because since I didn't have it sorted on my title, it's just breaking it up at every break in my it is breaking it up, sorry, in the title, but you can see I don't have them all grouped together. So I have a sales rep average here, and then I have a sales trainee, and these two sales reps happen to be together. And then I have a manager. Then we go back to the trainee. So again, you can see that that's not how I really want my information to look. So if ever you do a subtotal and the result is not what you were hoping for, just go ahead and go back to Subtotal, click Remove All, and then take another look at your data just to see what, how you need to sort your information before you try the subtotal. One other thing, if I go back and I'm going to sort on the title, maybe I want to know just how many sales managers I have. And again, imagine this was hundreds, not, obviously on this shorter list we could just count quite easily. But maybe I wanted to know how many sales managers I had, how many sales reps. I could count this information. So let's try this. I've sorted on my title. So let's go back to subtotal. And then I do want to say at each change, and instead of using average, I'll say count. And then I want to add the title to the subtotal to the title. So I just want to know that. So I can count that. Obviously the title information is text, so I can't do any averaging or sum or anything like that, but I can count how many are located in my data. So let's click on OK. Okay, so now we can see for the sales managers I have 7. For the sales representatives, I have 12, and for the sales trainees, I have 4, and then I have 23 altogether. Now notice, you always want to take a look. Obviously, I don't have enough room for this date or information in here, so I'll double click on that column heading just to resize it. Okay, so I just wanted to show you another example of how you can use your subtotal. You can always do math, adding, average, as we've seen, but you can also count if you have text information. You can do counting as well. Okay, so I think that's it for now. I hope that you find this video helpful to you as you work through your class. Take care.